Like you lost it, like all the white.
Hello, sir. Hello. Okay, please, now you will. Please, now you will wait for, please. H-medics there for this road. H-medics there this road. Is there any H-medics on this road? H-medics. Before the traffic lights up. When? Pass H-medics, Hello. Where are you now? Now due process. For the Labour Party event, where exactly are you? Airport Road. Airport Junction. Exactly by 12, the program will go live. We're already live as I'm speaking. So till you come, till you come.
No special order. The members of the interim national working committee here present.
Ross. Oladimeji, have you gotten the link? Yeah? Okay.
Are we open this Zoom?
Yes. We should.
Should be showing.
Again, missionary can.
We are selected.
Zoom should be off.
Labour Party. Labour Party. We get members of the international working committee here present.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. Joseph Ndiran, the Deputy National Secretary of the International Working Committee.
Labour Party. My name is Shepherd Alex, and I am the Deputy National Youth Leader of Southeast.
Labour Party. Labour Party. My name is Alan Y. Sharma, Financial Secretary of the Labour Party.
Labour Party. Labour Party. My name is Dr. T. McGraham Kande. I am the Assistant National Youth Leader of North Central. That's why we are waiting the arrival of the host, which is the chairman of this occasion, His Excellency the Deputy Governor of Abia State. I wish to welcome all of you to this great occasion. I began to say earlier, we are here today to inaugurate the National Steering Committee of the party, Labour Party. And the whole of the idea here is to help the entire process to reinvigorate and re-energize the Labour Party. There's no guessing, you know that we are in the right place because the national leadership of the party in Nigeria, the Labour Party is headed by distinguished Senator Nadiesa Usman and distinguished Senator Dante Okucha, the national chairman and secretary. And that did not come easily, came by virtue of a great struggle, but which the Supreme Court in Nigeria had to take a final decision on that matter. However, we are aware, persons will ask, why is Akure still parading himself? The reason is because a court order needed to have been issued to INEC for the needful to be done. And by the grace of God, that will be done in no distant time. Because this matter has been reserved for judgment for upload. Because INEC has to be directed to a so that is that matter. But however, we don't need to overflow that issue because we are in the right place and we're about to start the party activities as we are meant to. So basically, we will be guided appropriately on the program. On the program schedule, we have an arrival of guests and registration. which is already ongoing. The opening prayer is the next item, number 2. Number 3 is the national anthem. Number 4 is the opening remarks. 5, opening remarks by the national chairman, the civil secretary, Osman. Number 5 is the moderation of proceedings. 6, that's by the national secretary. 6 is goodwill messages. Representative of the media movement leadership, representative of the political commission, the national woman leader, the national youth leader, the leader of the caucus House of Representatives, the leader of the caucus Senate, His Excellency Dr. Adesuti, Governor of the State, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, former Governor of Anambra State, and then the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. 7, we have the formal inauguration of the Labour Party National Steering Committee for membership revalidation, new registration. That procedure is going to be shown to us and how we are going to be guided in this whole process. It was achieved a minimum of 10 million members registration within a very limited time. This process is going to be very aggressive. We intend that within the next 30 days, we should be able to onboard a minimum of 10 million Nigerians. So how that will be done, we are going to update to you so that we hit the ground running. And that will follow subsequently the entire processes of congresses from the ward, to the LGAs, to the state, the delegate election, and ultimately the national convention. All to take place within 90 days. So the world is hooked up to what we are doing here, certainly, so that we properly guided. Now, number 8, we are going to have the official unveiling of the Labour Party Connect. It is Christine, the Labour Party connecting 10 million Nigerians. So that's number 8. Membership mobilization drive, presentation of mobilization materials and strategy by the national chairman, joined by all stakeholders. But that will be the acceptance speech by the chairman of the National Steering Committee. The somebody that's going to help this process, the chairman. Now, His Excellency Ikechukwu, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, held the photo session by the national leadership and stakeholders, and closing remarks and vote of thanks by the national organizing secretary, and the closing prayers and departure. Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour Party, forever, forever, Papa, Mama, Pikin. LP, Papa, Mama, Pikin. Papa, Mama, Pikin, LP. Labour Party, forever, forever, backward, never. Once again, like I said earlier, I'm the leader of the party across board, the national youth leader. I make sure I try not to get very old, so that I can remain in this office for a very long time. I hope this my position will be accepted by all assemblies. Make sure you don't allow me to get old, so I can keep remaining here. So, on this of God, I think it's going to be a very interesting session. And Nigerians are large, obviously waiting for the Labour Party. There's a needless to recount history of the past. I think Nigerians are more determined to get it right. So fundamentally, a few things were not done properly, whether by reason of the in-house quarreling. Even the Bible says a house divided against itself cannot stand. So it means in a political arrangement, even if there's a quarrel, however little the quarrel is, we'll do everything to ensure that the quarrel is settled and move forward. Because the party is the largest vehicle in terms of governance structure you can think of anywhere in the world. So the kind of leader you desire, the kind of economy you desire, whatever you desire has to do with the foundation of the party. If the nation is going to succeed, the leadership you provide is going to succeed. The party structure that whatever to determine that. So how we lay this foundation going forward is very, very important to all of us. Labour Party. So I have the privilege to hand over this fight to the National Secretary. So wait patiently for the DJ. We're energizing ourselves step by step. As also the little background. So quickly, while we wait for the host to come, let me keep engaging so that we can keep interacting going forward. Now, basically, there are in Nigeria, it's an information that we all know, but let me see. There are 36 states and the FCT in Nigeria. There are 774 local governments. There are 8,815 political wards in Nigeria. As of 2022, before little regime, there were over 176,864 polling units. But there were little addition to that number. Now, exercise we're about to go into is going to be very strategic. Now, if you look at the history of political or electioneering in Nigeria, democracy, there has not been a time we had over, say, 13.5 million voters at any time, with which any president won an election in Nigeria. But Nigeria is a country of over 200 million people. Labour Party. Now, I just want to touch a little bit on statistics and to show us some little things we need to pay attention to as we drive this process going forward. Now, it means when this experience was at its best, we had about 13.5 million which Obasanjo killing. Am I right? Thereafter, that number grew to by 11 with President Jonathan. So that number has dropped consistently up to 8.5 million. Please, have a seat, please. So that number has consistently dwindled up to 8.5 million, with which INEC declared this government the power only recently. But the point is, we need to be very conscious of some of these issues. So the Labour Party has just set to a minimum target of 10 million. Which means if we achieve 10 million, for instance, in the next 90 days, so that means we already show presidency 2027. Am I right? That is the meaning. Even if you go by what happened in the last election, 8.5 or 7, 6.9, 6.1, highest of 10 million. It means we already posted to victory by 10%. However, there's an issue. 10 million. Are we sure that these 10 million people can come to the polling units to vote? So that's one question. Question two is, if they vote in 2027, this 10 million, are we sure we are going to be able to account for that vote? So the money before us will now be first delivering a minimum of, if you do a simple ratio, 170, let's say 180,000 polling units. Maximum. Be careful. Over 10 million. There are few hundreds of persons per polling unit, right? Now, if you do a simple multiplication factor of, let's say, 15 persons per polling unit, as over a ratio of 60, that means 1 person. Sure, when we come into all these technicalities in the long run, trying to see us. We must all go out for what we are doing now. Let's focus and ensure that this minimum is a minimum target. That from the office of those who take this operation, National Steering Committee, National Leader, Youth Leader, organizing other key stakeholders in this process. Ensure that this number is a target. So this is a minimum target. Show you how to get there very quickly. There's going to be membership registration, membership ratification. Ratification means you have made a commitment. Party. All right. So you register, but you have not paid your dues. You have not ratified your membership. All right. Because that is the constitution. The law provides that the minimum token for leadership will do that. First, register physically. We have a procedure as we go forward to ensure that those information are captured on an electronic platform also. for data administration. All right. All of this is available. Membership card, your subsequent online registration, so that you have a very clear database and management of that database. Now, fully unit agents is another very critical aspect that's dealt with. What you do, they don't have an effective fully unit agent organizational structure. They have not done anything. But only recently, the INEC of Village came up with the parameters, came up with the IREF. Now, the party organ or agents or structure that have nexus to that are really party agents. Are we together? It's the party agent. So for the polling unit, we are going to be very, very specific in this operation. Like I said, I'm just giving a general overview of what the mandate of the National Steering Committee to lead towards the congresses and the national convention. They have to prepare the party for general election. Because general elections are just by the corner. This already December 17, so 2025 is gone. As you look at the INEC schedule of activities, except if anything changes, elections are most likely to be, if not December, then January, February. So just have about 14 months to go. The presidential election will be conducted. Am I right? Because it's already 2025, January 2026, by January 2027, elections will have started. Worst case, by the end of February, the whole elections will have been over. So that means whatever structures we are putting in place with such that we are very determined to win from the scratch. Now, this victory is not going to be resident in targeting only the presidency. It will be targeted from the least offices in the land. Are we together? From the council, councillors, chairmen, depending on which councillors, the state assemblies, National Assembly, the governors, the presidency. So once all these details are explained, now you can go to them. I'm sure that our presidential candidate, when he wins this time around, it will be too late for INEC to rob him of the mandate. Like I said, some of us knew what was going to happen. I knew. So when we designed that process we did, and we began to build the process, it was to avert the disaster we saw. But for reasons known somehow, all of you are living witness of what happened. Nobody is saying it, but some of us were kids, but we were not guilty of anything after. We did not find any signature. I didn't see my signature. If you see my signature, you know that I don't have my signature. So why I'm saying that is to let you know that those things were not the issue, but the issue was how to sustain now. The hope now. What is the hope? The hope of the better tomorrow. The hope that a man who we saw had the capacity to represent this country to get them. And we saw how that was smashed. So my appeal will not be for us to be sure that. Okay. Should I? Okay. Thank you. So quickly, please, this whole session is going to be a brief session. Leadership will take us through the routes, unveil the process. This process is about membership, National Steering Committee for membership, revalidation, and registration, with a minimum target to connect minimum of 10 million of million to the labor tax effective both in membership registration and membership validation and validation. Going forward, we'll now roll out the picture of how to join the congresses, the format of the congresses, go Okay.
I'm not close to this.
Okay.
So it's your one.
Okay. Okay. Please, maybe you could place the screen in such a way that the center.
Because people don't know what they are watching. We put that flyer.
Okay, they said the Labour Party logo, yeah, she got the background. Yes, she put the background of the Labour Party, that's right. Okay, I understand this. Yes, no. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. That's a fundamental observation. I wasn't paying attention, but thank you. Yes. That's the Assistant to National Media Southeast, the National Financial Secretary. Thank you for the observation. So, yeah. I continue. Okay, so quickly, just hear me a few minutes to rub minds. We need to spotlight. Let's just rub minds. There are few things you might see now that we also able to do the same as of us, or of us. So quickly, the whole essence is this program aims to reflect the Labour Party in Nigeria. We have stated very explicitly and clearly that the Labour Party is a party for the people. The Labour Party is a party for the workers. Now, when you mean workers, we are talking of every handy man, every handy woman, every handy girl and boy. Whatever you do at your own corner, you have a small kiosk, you work with your local government, you work with your state government, you work with your federal government, you are a self-employed person, you are a handy person, you earn salaries, you don't earn salary, you know, you are a person with initiative, you are a worker. Now it talks about productivity. Now the idea of labor is about productivity. And good enough for the Excellency Peter join us in 2022. It's not something to be for. Moving Nigeria from consumption to production. And again, that is the only way to go. And the only people who can do that for us is the workforce, is the people. But the people again need to be organized. The people need to be mobilized. Nigeria is a land, we have a land of 923,000 square kilometers. It's inside of the Nigeria land. And the arable component of that land is over 70%. What this means is that Nigeria's resources are grossly underutilized. For instance, I'm establishing a materials engineer. By the end of that training, now Nigeria, on the face of the earth, we have, in terms of natural endowment, solid minerals. Nigeria is about, can place Nigeria about first three most endowed nations on the subject of climate change. The reason for that is because natural endowment exists in commercial quantity. Actually, there are 108 elements. And for those elements that exist materials, yes, now we have commercial and types of purity. So I think this is one of some passion. Those are one country, they can't put most other countries. On top of what they don't concentrate on. The crisis we have in Nigeria today is not entirely religious. It's economic. The insurgency we have, I'm telling you, economics, because people who know what we have suddenly found themselves in the getting and are tapping into this. It is mining that's taking place. So most of they have to shut down and getting communities to have access to those very key essential things there. This is the ultimate thing. But like I said, it has a religious component that we know of. So I'm saying this to say the role of the Labour Party in Nigeria, this is what the Labour Party represents. Mobilizing the Nigerian workforce, mobilizing the intellectual capacity of the Nigerian workforce. Are you getting handed? But you need a governmental position to be able to implement it. Because you need projects. Imagine Labour Party, thank God we have something by 8%, right? But we need more. Because if Nigeria truly will move, we need legislation. The power of the country is like carrying the executive. Because the laws will made by them. So it is the laws we made that determine what the president and executive will do. So if you now have the Labour Party that are you getting that have this information, which some of you have, and make those legislation for national development to say we need to create XY number of jobs. As a nobody, what does it take to create the way rise and welcome, not only the deputy doctor about welcome, sir. While we are standing, we will just take the national anthem quickly. Hallelujah, we heard our native land. No tribes are thus made for ye brotherhood with us. And Jesus, our precious Lord, our sovereign motherland. Thank you. Welcome, Sir, His Excellency, the chairman of this occasion, His Excellency, Engineer, yes, the Deputy Governor of Abia State. You are welcome, sir. Good prayer. Okay, without much ado, quickly, we've had the privilege of we welcome to the high table this time around. Aisha Yusufu, please welcome to the high table. Your speakers from there. You're welcome. The way I don't need to high, so just come to the high table and let me all see you. We must acknowledge you always for the struggle. Yes. The first time we crossed paths in the struggle with Aisha was in 2010. Yes. Was in 2010. So 2010 to date, how many years? 50 years. So, I acknowledge you. You have been steady, you have been consistent. You serve as a beacon of inspiration for so many people. Women and men alike, young and old alike. It's my pleasure to welcome you. Thank you. Now, the opening prayer, quickly.
Shall we go ahead and pray? Heavenly Father, Lord God Almighty, we express our profound gratitude this morning for the gift of life. We thank you for gathering us here today at the Labour Party headquarters. We've come to discuss issues about building the party itself and mobilizing the nation. Come to the party that belongs to them. So, Father, we know that we can do nothing without you. Therefore, ask that your spirit gets preeminence in this meeting today in Jesus' name. We also pray that at the end of it, shall be glorified. Thank you for answering us. We pray in Jesus' mighty name. Let the people say amen.
Thank you, the Deputy National Secretary. Thank you. We also invite the National Treasurer to give us a Muslim prayer afterward.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
These are our National Treasurer, Honorable Amisu. You're welcome. Now quickly, the next item on the agenda is the opening remarks, item number 4. By the National Chairman, Distinguished Senator Hadi S.L. PhD.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you.
Your Excellency, the members of the Interim National Working Committee of our great party, the members of this great committee that we're inaugurating today under His Excellency's chairmanship, distinguished and esteemed members of our great party, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to thank His Excellency for creating time and accepting to come into Abuja for this inauguration. It shows the importance he has placed on the work we are doing. Sincerely, we are very grateful, Your Excellency. I would want to convey the apologies of some of the members of your team that were not able to be there. Comrade Ladi Ilia lost 3 family members, so she's not able to be with us today. Dr. Kingsley Okundaye is in the US and isn't able to make it, but they both sent their apologies. And some other members that weren't able to make it that sent their apologies, I have already conveyed that to the National Secretary of our great party, Dr. Darlington Wokocha. I myself, I must, after conveying other people's apologies, I must apologize also that I am not around to be there, physically there, though in spirit I'm always there. Other issues came up that needed me to be out of the country, which is why I had to travel. But the Secretary is aware of everything, and I'm sure he will explain to you, Your Excellency. It is my honor and privilege to address you today on this important occasion, marking the flag off of the Labour Party's nationwide membership revalidation and registration exercise. As we are all aware, our party, like many opposition political platforms in Nigeria, has in recent times passed through a period of intense challenges and distractions. I am pleased to state that the majority of these issues have been decisively resolved by the courts, while the few remaining matters are still before the judiciary. We remain confident that these too will soon be conclusively settled in the interest of justice and democracy. As we prepare to enter the election season next year, the Labour Party considers it both necessary and strategic to reposition, reorganize, and strengthen itself for the bigger responsibilities and opportunities that lie ahead. It is in furtherance of this objective that we are formally launching this membership validation and registration exercise today. Since the assumption of this leadership, expanding and consolidating the membership base of our party has remained one of Senator Darlington Wokocha and I's foremost priorities. We have constantly talked about this, planned on it, and to God be the glory. Today, we are able to launch it. Unfortunately, the challenges earlier referenced delayed the timely commencement of this exercise. However, with the launch today, the newly approved timetable, I am confident that we will not only recover lost ground, but be much stronger, more united, and better prepared for the task ahead. I think somebody's phone is near the system because it's interfering.
If you're in the hall, don't join, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
If you're in the hall, don't join the lane, please.
To revalidate their membership. I also warmly invite all Nigerians of goodwill, especially those who believe in good governance, social justice, accountability, and people-oriented leadership, to seize this opportunity to register and formally become members of the great Labour Party. As clearly outlined in the schedule of activities, this exercise will run from now through the 20th January 2026 across all wards, all local government areas, and all states of the Federation, including the FCT. In conclusion, let me reassure Nigerians that the Labour Party remains steadfast in its commitment to serving as a credible, people-driven political alternative. I urge you all to continue to place your hope, confidence in the Labour Party as the vehicle for rescuing our nation from the shackles of poor leadership and restoring dignity, opportunity, and prosperity to the Nigerian people. Thank you very much for accepting this call to service. May God bless the Labour Party. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, distinguished Senator Nadia Esther Usman, the National Chairman of Labour Party. Three boosters for the National Chairman. Yes, thank you. Those are the words of an elder, a woman with experience, a woman with capacity, also to move the Labour Party and Nigeria forward. One booster for the National Chairman. So quickly, item 5 on the schedule here is a moderation of proceedings. That to be handled by no other person than the National Secretary himself, distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha. Distinguished sir.
Thank you, my dear brother. Excellency, the Deputy Governor of the State, the highly welcome. My dear brothers on the high table, my dear brothers and my sister. Yes. Oh, sisters, oh, that's how they're highly welcome. I want to use this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you. The DOT members here, the INEC representatives, the party leaders and faithfuls that are present in this meeting. You are highly welcome. Thank you, my dear chairman of this great party, distinguished Senator Nadia Usman, for the kind words and wonderful remark you have presented this August gathering. Today marks another great beginning for our party we all know that this is Nigerian party. Nigerians have been looking forward for us to kickstart a process that will midwife and dovetail the process that will lead to national congress and convention. Therefore, a process we have outlined and sent out the timetable to the INEC, which is the regulator, and they acknowledged the receipt of the timetable. And this timetable, which kickstarts today by having the inauguration that will lead to the drive for membership. And you know that it is the membership of our party across the states, what local governments and the state entirely, these are people that will vote during our congresses that will finally end with the national convention. And I want to tell Nigerians that the leadership of this party today, led by Nenadi Usman and myself, and the entire Interim National Work Committee members and BOT members, is a very procedural, has a procedural intention for the entire party. Procedural in the sense that we take the first step, people will be wondering, why the delay? There is no delay at all. We'll be putting all the processes that need to get to this bill together. And we have taken our time to make sure that the timetable we have given to INEC must be met. And you know that all Nigerians are agitating. They want to be included in everything we are doing. And we cannot rush like any other party that will just go into one room and just jump out and present anything to Nigerians without considering how Nigerians will feel. So it's the inclusivity and the attention to details have kept us where we are, and we're sure that we are going to achieve the best result at the end of the day. Therefore, I want to use this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you, that the process that started, we have just started. By the time we inaugurate the steering committee, Nigerians will know that the Labour Party has come to stay as usual. And I promise you that the best result is achieved at the end of the day. Having said that, we expect to have some good messages, and I'll call on the MC for today to assist us to be guided so that the goodwill messages will take turn finally before we inaugurate the body that will track the entire process. Thank you and God bless you.
Bosa for the National Secretary. Bosa, you know, Labour Party, like we said, is both the people's oriented and the workers' party, right? So whenever each time you hear me say Bosa, bring the workers' component of the struggle into the party's arrangement. So just bear with me. Now quickly, the goodwill message, item 6 on the agenda. Now, quite a list of persons to give us their goodwill messages. First and foremost, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State, Labour Party 2023 presidential. What else to start from the top? Start from the top. Now, okay. Okay. I wanted to take from seniority, but I'll be better to start from up. Okay, quickly, we'll start with our distinguished comrade Aisha Yusuf to give us a goodwill message thereafter.
Good afternoon, everyone. Labour Party, forward ever. I think that's something that's very instructive, that we should always remember that it's important to keep moving forward and not going backward. Backward should not be a place where we should aim at being. But unfortunately for us in Nigeria, it seems as if that's what we always sort of go into, not in a good way. And, you know, so that's one of it. Just to say to every one of us and to every Nigerian that is listening that nation building is not something that is done in a day, and it's not something that it just comes by. People have to be strategic about it. people have to put their hands together and come together, not for the betterment of one person, but for the betterment of everybody. In this country, when we talk about individual growth, it's that individually Nigerians are amazing people. They are achievers. You go all over the world, you can count how many Nigerians are at the top of their profession. But collectively, what then do you find? We are at a place where, unfortunately, when we are talking about out of school children, Nigeria has the highest number. You're talking about mortality, maternal mortality, infant mortality. Nigeria, it's up there. You're talking about poverty capital of the world. Imagine we have, we are more than India. India is over 1 billion people. And yet with your meager 220 million people, we're yet more than India. These are statistics that does not speak well of our nation. And we cannot leave this to the younger generation. As the older generation, we've really failed. And we must take that responsibility. And the next thing that we need to do is to ensure that we're correcting it in a way that our younger generation have a Nigeria they can be proud of. And how can you be proud of this Nigeria if you do not take care of politics? We must fix politics. For too long a time, we have said that, we don't want to do politics. It's said that it's dirty. A lot of people don't want to participate in it. But by not participating in politics, we have allowed the least of us to continue to lead the way. So it now becomes something that you not just put aside, but something that every Nigerian must be part of. And we must be part of that growing, taking Nigeria to that place, to the place where it's what? Forward. Labour Party? So we need to be forward thinking. The world is forward thinking. We need to be ahead. We need to be there. We need to put Nigeria on the map. When people talk about Nigeria, it should be in the breath of insecurity. It should not be in the breath of insecurity. It should not be in the breath of who. Are there going to be people who are, how do they put it now? People who are 419, they talk about 419, they talk about anything. No, they should talk about Nigeria. It should be in the depth of technology. It's technologically savvy. You're talking about, human development. You're talking about high quality. When we're talking about having a passport, why is it Nigeria the #1 passport, having the Nigerian passport in the world? Why do I need to pray for me to get visa? You saw what just happened. Nigeria has been put on a list, for partial restriction, visa restriction by the United States of America. Nigeria should be at a place where it does not need visa to enter most countries in the world. We have a country that has over 180, visa. These are things that we should be taking ourselves in our place to. So I'm really glad that this conversation is happening. It's long overdue, but like you heard the National Secretary say, everything is procedural. The fact that it's long overdue doesn't mean that it wasn't, being worked towards. That it's happening now. It's for a particular reason that has been designed. And so I call on everyone and every Nigerian to look at this membership drive as something that is personal. Let us not disenfranchise ourselves. It's one thing to be told that you cannot do it. It's another thing for you to tell yourself you cannot do it. So it is, I always say something, I'm going to repeat here as I close, to say that it is okay for people to think they can defeat you or want to defeat you, but you must never defeat yourself. And so this is the time where you stand up and say, for everybody who thinks that Nigerians cannot stand or Labour Party cannot be at that top, this is the time to say, watch us, watch me. Let's see what we do. And don't look at any other person. Focus on your own. What is it that you can do to move Nigeria forward? Forward ever? Thank you very much.
Dosa for Comeraisha. Dosa. I hope our ladies are also emulating. We're all learning. But like I said, I've known her in the song for 15 years. It's 2010. It's 2025. That's 15 years. Whatever you learn for 15 years, you know what that means. So, Malaysia, you're welcome. So, quickly, I have the privilege to quickly welcome the national woman leader to give us a good message.
Labour Party, we are answering reluctantly. The answer doesn't have power. Yes, Labour Party Labour Party, forward ever. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to welcome all of us, including myself, to this wonderful occasion today. You see, a mother will give birth to a child. After giving birth to that child, she nurtures that child. She gives the child whatever that child needs, take care of the child before presenting that child to the school. After she has done all what she's supposed to do, right? Today we are here, as the National Secretary has said, that it's procedural. Everything has been put together. So that means they have nurtured everything. And today, they are presenting it out to all of us so that we'll all go out, put our hands together. Women in the house here, I call on all of us to go and mobilize. Let's mobilize our women. You know, women were the ones even voting. We stay till morning to evening and take care of our votes. So let's go out and mobilize the women to come out and register. Let each and every woman left to me in Nigeria to have a card of Labour Party. So if every woman registered, we have won. Is that not right? Because women were endurable. We can stay everywhere. So I'm urging all of us to go out, put our hands on deck, so that our party will move forward, as we say, will not come backwards. So, as she said, let's not doubt ourselves. Don't doubt yourself. Once you doubt yourself, you will not be able to say something to anybody. Today, Labour Party has come to work to stay, and we are moving forward, so that this is the beginning today. I want to thank all of you for coming. By the time we'll be leaving, may God in his infinite mercy grant each and every one of us journey mercy. Thank you.
Of the greatest book, of the greatest Papa, of the obedient Kiki, ever conscious Dudu, of the greatest Tony, of the gent. Three goes about the national woman leader. So, yeah, thank you quickly. My name is Comedy Ragbe Anston, the National Youth Leader of Labour Party. I have the rare privilege by the program to give my own little goodwill message. My goodwill message would be this. First and foremost, that all of you are good. We thank you for your presence. You made yourself available to be here and also to energize the entire process. Now, Nigeria is looking up to all of you for that expectation, that hope. But that hope came alive in 2022. So what we need to do again now is to re-energize that hope, reinvigorate it, and give it the needed impetus, the desire, and the ultimate victory. Now, what we're about to do is the foundation of nation building. There must be politics at the center of it. So don't think you can expect development without politics. No, this is the first fulcrum. So Labour Party is the party to beat. Of course, you know what happened? We're the party to beat. We won the elections, but let's leave the rest. Now, let's win again and get the mandate. What we need to do is what we're about to start doing. 10 million connect, the inauguration of the National Steering Committee, inclusion of the state working committee, the ward, the local government, all of us, through to the congresses, to the National Convention, then we'll begin to build the process ahead. So I only appeal to us to take this process very seriously. This is the foundation of generations yet unborn. If you think Nigeria has not fared well, the onus is on you. It's in your hands. 10 million votes is enough to deliver the presidency in 2027. 10 million party members are enough to deliver governors, majority, Senate, House of Rep, State Assembly, so that we can have an encompassing government. So the era where we just focus in one direction, no, that will not be there. This will be the era of total inclusion, and you are part of the process. So this is my own appeal to us to say the leadership will guide us, we'll follow them. Please, let's do all we can to mobilize our wards. our family members, our friends. Go out of your way to get Nigerians to believe in this cause, because this is the dream. This is the expectation. So there's not much we can do. All of us we are getting old already. Forget that the coming national leader, I'm not actually a youth, maybe because of my looks. So in another few years now, you will not see me standing as you. I'm just telling you this ideally to say. So we have a duty to also bring up those that should be brought up appropriately. Now, in doing this, we have to do them on the basis of the law. Like the national chairman told the world, the matters inherent in the party are obviously dealt with on the face of the law. We have a Supreme Court judgment that is ultimate. There is no other law in Nigeria bigger than the Supreme Court. But whatever little things that are remaining, again, the judiciary is already on that. And by the grace of God, this started by January 19, we have the good news. So all of the issues that began with the party will have been a thing of the past. So I will head for this Congress is a national convention. We'll come out strong and we'll prepare for 2027. So I see us at the victory end of the game. Labour Party, distinguished National Secretary, I want to thank you on behalf of the NWC and the party to say what you are doing, the national chairman, is what ought to be done. So they have done the right thing. Like he said, it may have taken them time to get here, but we know actually all they've been doing. They've laid the proper foundation. Foundation is key to whatever you do. If you have the wrong foundation, you go nowhere. So they have laid the foundation. They're about to bet the process. And in 90 days, we believe God will start looking forward. Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour Party, of the greatest, party, obedient and unconscious of the greatest party.
Thank you, the national youth. You can see the quality of people that are serving the party. Very agile. When this one, you see him on the street, you will know that he's a competent youth leader. Then you use your hand and now say this is national. When you look at our woman leader, the way she gingers, you will understand that we have quality women in this party. You're highly welcome. Let me officially say a thing before we do go into the main reason for gathering here today. Like I earlier said, we're just starting a process that will birth the new leadership. Now, party is one of the prerequisites for the growth of a party like this. Like I earlier said, that we forwarded a timetable, schedule of activities to the INEC, and they acknowledged it. For clarity, I will speak to it briefly by mentioning the dates and the activities as they will unfold after today. This is just the beginning. We sent in the letter to INEC, details of schedule of activities as provided below. 1, revalidation of membership / new registration, 17 December 2025 to 10th January 2026. And I'm sure today is 17th December, which means we are working in line with what we have sent to them. Number 2, the World Congresses be on the 13th January 2026. The local government congresses will be on the 17th January 2026. The state congresses will be on the 24th January. Said this is just to tell the world and the globe that we are ready to drive the entire process for Nigerians to benefit. Nigerians believe in Labour Party. They are waiting for all this. And I know out there, because the number of calls we've been receiving, the emails we've been receiving, you can see how eager Nigerians are to embrace this revalidation and membership drive. it's going to be bigger than what we can imagine. The 10 million connect is just a benchmark. It's going to go deeper and larger and wider than what we can envisage. Therefore, having said this, we are going to go into the main formal inauguration of the Labour Party Steering Committee for membership revalidation / new registration by no other person than myself. So we are lucky that we have the Deputy Governor here who is going to chair the process. That will tell you how thick and how serious we are taking this. For the Deputy Governor to be here, to personally be inaugurated, that will tell you how keen Nigerians are to this assignment. So the MC for today, I'd like you to invite the participants so that we can go into that immediately.
The participants, members of the National Steering Committee, please just come forward, just so that you'll be inaugurated. Or stand up, please. Come forward. Stand up. Yes. Okay. Yes, no, come. No, they cannot stand. No. Just, we got to face camera. Okay, please, let others come forward. Yeah. Where's the camera? Yeah.
Labour Party, forward ever. In line with Article 29 of our Constitution as amended, Schedule 2, and considering the importance of this assignment, which will go from the length and breadth of our nation, Nigeria, we want to subject them to taking an oath of office, knowing fully well that it's an all-important assignment, so that they will be properly guided accordingly. You will repeat after me, and where the gap for you to insert your name, you insert your name and your destination accordingly. In the presence of everyone, particularly the members of the Labour Party assembled here, and in the full realization of the high calling, I assume office as they put your name as a member, yes, of the Labour Party. I do solemnly and sincerely swear before the members of this party, the Labour Party, that I will observe, uphold, defend the Constitution of the Labour Party and that of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I solemnly and sincerely promise that I will always promote all that will advance the party and the Republic of Nigeria. I solemnly and sincerely promise that I will always promote all that will advance the party and the Republic, and oppose all that may harm them. Faithfully perform my duties with all my strength and talents to the best of my knowledge and ability, and through the dictates of my conscience, promote the welfare of the members of the party, and will not in any way betray the trust of the members of the party bestowed on me. Should I break my oath, I shall be willing to submit myself to severe punishment in line with the constitution of the party. This is my solemn vote. So help me God. Congratulations.
Labour Party, may I have the rare privilege to welcome let's have this banner for Unveiling. Let's bring it forward. Yes. We are about to witness the unveiling official unveiling of the Labour Party Connect 10 million Nigerians membership mobilization drive, presentation of mobilization materials, and strategy brief by the national chairman and joined by the stakeholders. So, members of the National Steering Committee, please kindly, yes, maybe we can bring it forward a bit. Please, you can guide where it should be put so that bring to the middle. Bring to the middle. Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, so we are about to witness the official unveiling of the Labour Party Connect 10 million Nigerians membership mobilization. So we have the rare privilege of the chairman of the occasion, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, Engineer Ikechukwu Emetu, to unveil
For party, or whatever. On behalf of the Labour Party, members of the Labour Party, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have this very singular honor to unveil the registration and also connecting of 10 million Nigerians into the Labour Party, and I so do in the name of the Father, Amen, and of the Son, Amen, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Sir. Deputy Governor of Abia State, chairman of the occasion, the official unveiling of the Labour Party 10 million connect. Yes, the deed has been done. It's official. It is legal. It is legitimate. It is real. And the world can see that the Labour Party, the foundation that we have expected has been laid, and very, very solidly also, by no other person than the chairman of this day, this occasion, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, His Excellency, Engineer Ikechukwu Emetu. Thank you very much, sir. We have the rare privilege of welcoming you on behalf of members of the National Steering Committee.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the former Governor of Anambra State and former candidate of the 2023 presidential election and Labour Party, and also the leader of the Labour Party, Mr. B2B, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, OFR, who is unavoidably absent. He has asked me to convey his greetings to everyone here present. The National Acting Chairman of the Labour Party, Senator Esther Usman Nanadi, PhD, and your secretary, our own distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha. Please let me use you to recognize the national body here present, not forgetting the national women leader of the Labour Party and Comrade Aisha Yusufu. Please permit me to use both of you to recognize all the ladies here present, not forgetting my ever eloquent and dynamic youth leader. Please let me also use you to recognize the men here present, distinguished members of the Labour Party, the press, and for those who were not properly recognized, I want to assure you that God recognizes you more. Good afternoon to you all. Distinguished members and of the Labour Party, esteemed leaders, honored guests, members of the press, especially my fellow Nigerians, I thank you all for this very great privilege and honor
Chairman National Steering Committee, Engineer Ichiku Emetu, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, being handed over a symbolic membership registration card. You can see the beauty of the registration card of the Labour Party and the evidence of his registration. So this is what is going to be happening across the Delta Belt of Nigeria. 8,815 political wards, 774 local government, 36 states and the FCT. Your Excellency, you may wish to also raise that card again for them to see. Let them see the beauty of the Labour Party card. It's about the most beautiful card now in Nigeria, quality and taste. So thank you for the symbolism. This process has just begun. So within the next 30 days, 10 million Nigerians are expected to be onboarded in the Labour Party database, physically and electronically. Thank you, sir, His Excellency, for this great day. And members of the National Steering Committee, I want to thank you for your presence and participation. God bless you, the National Secretary. Okay. I have the now quickly item number 9 quickly on the schedule is the acceptance speech by the chairman of the National Steering Committee, His Excellency Engineer Ikechuku. Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry, number 10. Number 10 is the photo session. The photo session. Now, I think we may take some and then go out and do the other ones before. Is it outside? Okay. Your Excellency, please. We prefer we go outside for the picture. Thank you. We are coming back, please. Okay. Okay, please. Okay. Both of them. We have the privilege to call
Photo sessions and
both of them.
If possible, if it's not possible.
Labour Party, forward ever. Yes, you shall never be backward. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, who has graced this occasion, our National Secretary, on behalf of all the members of the Interim National Committee, National Working Committee, I thank you for making this day a success. That you left your homes and left all your assignments and are here. We are grateful. It's a show of commitment. We shall continue to be serious. The assignment given to us today is to make sure that we go to the grassroots and make sure that we mobilize Nigerians into their own traditional party, which is the Labour Party. Now, we want to thank God for your lives. Our prayer is that as you go back to your destinations, the Lord will guide you back safely in Jesus' name. Thank you for coming. The Lord bless you.
The Deputy National Secretary, quickly, we shall. So quickly, we'll go out now for the photo session. Immediately after the photo session, please, we'll come back in for the entertainment. Kindly. So please, the photo shop.
Photoshop. 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 Entertainment.
Sana.
Random. Both side.
Let's move backwards, please. Moving backwards. Please, can you please move backwards? We're taking pictures. Just hello, bro. Are you in the frame? Hello. Excuse me, sir.
Photographer. Are we good?
All right.
You want to do inside, you have to
All right.
our committee members. Where are the committee members?
But I think they wanted to do the notice. Let us hear here and requested for that.
Not central.
Is this the Northeast?
That is not. This is not central. It's not central.
Northeast first.
Northeast first.
They want to
Not central.
Not central.
Only not central. Only not central.
Thank you. Not later.
Sorry, please.
Where is that your
Sorry,
husband? Where your other person?
Not central. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Wait.
Hey.
Bros, okay, you are blocking us now.
Committee. Is it possible to transfer this?
You talk to that man wearing white face cap.
White face cap, yes. Okay. FCC, where are they, please?
Please, only FCC. Step back.
Thank you.
Southeast are they here? Southeast. People are here.
Again.
Southeast. South.
Done.
No central.
Sorry, man. Done.
Members of the committee, please. Committee members.
Wait, let us
Committee members.
Comrade.
Please give him chance now.
Done.
All right, we have come to the end of the program. National Steering Committee, the Labour Party has just been inaugurated. Live from the National Secretariat of the Labour Party.
All right, take him.
Live camp. Their assignment is to ensure the mass mobilization of members into the Labour Party, register new members to the Labour Party, and ensure a wider membership drive. With the Deputy Governor of Abia State already on his way back.
Were you the one I spoke with earlier? I came in and I was looking for it. Not the.
You can count it now, take for them. Count it now. How many of them? Yes,